What is up, everybody? It's Dante Walton here. Today I'm going to do my review, spoiler free for now, of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. But before we get things started, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe for more content coming soon. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is the 30th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, directed by Coogler, who up until now I've enjoyed each and every one of his films, and I gotta say, Wakanda Forever is no exception here. Thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Coogler did an excellent job here with his direction. I think like the action scenes for the most part, like were a step up from the first film, I gotta say. Nothing like mind blowing, but definitely enjoyed each sequence. Each sequence at least had a couple moments I thought were very good in it. But emotionally, I think is where this film thrives the best, you know. Obviously, they have to deal with the loss of Chadwick Boseman in real life, and I'm sure that threw a wrench in like the whole production here for Wakanda Forever. But I think they did like a good job, like dealing with the loss of Chadwick Boseman and how that impacted the story and all that too. I think they did a tasteful job handling that. And as you can probably tell from the title Wakanda Forever, this deals more with the ensemble cast of the characters in Wakanda as well as like the villain Namor and his people. I'm not going to give away too much about what their motivations are and everything, but I did really enjoy the look of their kingdom and like their use of technology and all that. That was really good. A really worthy addition, like alongside Wakanda as like another cool civilization added to the MCU, I gotta say. And I think it was really smart to differentiate like the typical depiction of like Atlantis and underwater civilizations from other areas of like pop culture and all that, especially things like Aquaman. I know Namor existed before Aquaman, but I think the general public probably is a lot more familiar with Aquaman than they are him. So I think Coogler and Marvel did like a good job differentiating and give it like more of its own identity, and I thought they did a really good job there. I thought Tenoch Huerta did a great job playing Namor, and like I said, his motivation and all that I bought. I thought it worked pretty well, I gotta say. This movie had a lot of emotionally intense moments, gotta say. Like moments that almost got me choked up a little bit, I gotta say. I didn't like cry. I'm sure plenty of people will, trust me. If you're a person that cries during movies, I think this movie has several points that can definitely get you. A couple standouts besides Tenoch Huerta, I gotta say Angela Bassett for sure. For sure, Angela Bassett. But also Letitia Wright really stepped up, I gotta say. In the first movie, she was more, not completely comedic relief, but definitely more of a side character and all that. She wasn't the main focus. Obviously, it was T'Challa. Chadwick Boseman was the main focus here, but with Chadwick not being a part of this one, Shuri kind of stepped up to be more of a main focus in the movie, and I thought Letitia Wright did a great job doing that as well. Some other standout points were the music. Ludwig Göransson. I thought his score for the first movie was incredible. He won an Oscar for that. This movie, I think the score was probably just as good, I gotta say. Another excellent outing from him. It's used similar elements from the first movie, but also feeling new and fresh at the same time. Thames has a lot of vocals like into the score, and she did a great job as well. It really added a new flavor to it, as well as adding like new influences to the music, especially with the Mesoamerican influence that comes from Namor and his civilization. I thought that was like definitely a highlight throughout the whole movie. Like, I didn't think there was any bad piece of score or use of music at all, including the Rihanna song used in the movie as well, "Lift Me Up." When I heard it outside the movie, I thought it was just okay, but it worked. It really worked for me during the movie, I gotta say. This is a longer movie, just so you know. It felt long in my opinion, but I was never bored or anything, if that makes sense. So while like the length of the movie has felt, I honestly didn't have issues with the pacing or anything. It just was a lot going on, and kind of one downside I gotta say for this movie is like, sometimes there's like a lot going on, and they kind of cut back and forth between several different scenes at the same time. And sometimes I wish they would just sit in a scene a little bit longer, you know, before cutting around too much. But other than that, I don't really have too many complaints for it. I'm not entirely sure yet how I feel like how it compares with the first Black Panther. They seem like obviously there's similarities. It's a sequel and all that, but they seem distinct from each other. I gotta say, I'm not sure which one I prefer at the moment, but either way, you don't have to compare the two. This is its own experience. I think it builds beautifully off of the first movie, but also crafting like a new story and branching off into different paths. And I really loved the new civilization they showed and all that. I thought that was a really great, I don't know, really cool introduction to MCU, like I said. And all the people who were more of the supporting cast in the first movie got to shine a little bit more here. Everyone got at least like one or two cool moments, I gotta say, in the movie. But there are certain characters that I felt were, I don't know, didn't get as much to do in this movie, which is a little bit unfortunate. But like I said, there's a lot of moving pieces in this movie. Oh, one person I didn't mention is Riri Williams. Dominique Thorne plays Riri Williams, who's Ironheart. She got a good introduction in this movie, I gotta say. I would like a little bit more, but I was so satisfied with what I got here, and it got me excited for the Ironheart show, which I wasn't too excited for, to be honest, before watching this movie. But I don't know, she really did a good job playing that role, and excited to see more from her. But other than that, I don't really have much to say spoiler free wise. I might do a spoiler filled review later on in the weekend, so if you're interested in that, be on the lookout for that coming out later this weekend, because there's a lot that I was kind of dodging around in the review that I kind of want to talk about. There's plenty of spoilers, so if you can remain spoiler free watching this movie, I would recommend that. But other than that, catch you all next time. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Peace out. Yeah, Ryan Coogler does not miss at all.